Hey, what's up guys, we're here. So today we're going to be looking at another Nuisance streamer entering the Thunderdome and finding out. Today we're going to be looking at this guy who took probably one of the most satisfying KOs we've seen among Nuisance streamers, including his predecessors like Johnny Somali. Now this is the main protagonist of today's story. You can see the before and after. His name is BabyHaze. And you can see not doing so great down here, laid out like a bloated starfish after getting KO'd by another kick streamer that he was antagonizing, among other people. So when I see this clip this morning and how viral it is, right, it's got like 84,000 likes, almost 10 million views, you have to ask yourself, who is this guy and why are so many people thrilled to see him get knocked out on camera? So this is his kick account, BabyHaze69. It's not been a very good 24 hours for him. You can see on his clips here, it's all just people showing him getting knocked out. It's pretty brutal. But you can see he's a Nuisance streamer. He goes to places like Korea, Thailand, and most recently Japan, where he got really familiar with the concrete over there. So, checking out more on this guy, we went through who else but Legal Mindset, who's been already covering this guy for about a month and a half. And he has some of the important context for us to understand just why this guy is so hated. So let's get right into it. This is one of his first coverages of this guy, BabyHaze. And it begins with him crashing out in a Thailand 7-Eleven. Basically, he's going around being a Nuisance streamer, exactly what he is. Going around filming people without their permission, hitting on women who clearly don't want his advances, causing issues, causing disruptions, as you'll see right here.
And then this one, we're gonna get like 4, bro. And then we're gonna get like 4, bro. Let's go. Let's fucking get it, man. Let's get the soju in our system. And potentially you get high, man. Hey. Hey, baby, can I talk to you for a minute? Hold on, give me a minute of your time. Wait. You know what I mean? You what? Yeah. So what's your name?
Maya.
Maya? Nice to meet you. This is Kyle. This is my friend Kyle. Yeah, and then he's my trainer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir?
No video. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
No video.
Okay, we'll buy one really quickly and we'll get it.
No video. No photo.
Okay, but you're cock blocking right now.
No photo, no video.
Yeah. Oh, it's turned off, bro. It's turned off. Relax.
Check out the riz on this guy. Wow. That's definitely a face of a woman who's very impressed with this goofball trying to invade her personal space and shove a camera on a selfie stick in front of her. But as you can see, he's annoying people in this place. They're telling him to stop filming. He won't. And there's a lot more to this clip, but basically to sum it up for the sake of time here, he argues with the cashier because he believes that he was charged for one extra bottle of whatever he was getting there. And this is like $2 we're talking, right? And he gets very combative. He keeps filming the people working in the store who told him to stop. Eventually he puts it down and argues for like 5 minutes about getting a refund and getting a receipt of the refund. And it's like this whole crash out. He's being extremely aggressive and rude and disrupting everything going on inside the 7-Eleven, disrupting the experience for the other customers. And eventually he comes out and describes what just happened with his friend here.
He got my he got my order wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then so he had to refund, and then he wouldn't show me the receipt. Yeah, refund receipt, bro.
Yeah.
He wouldn't show me the refund receipt, like, bro. And I checked my phone app and it wasn't reflected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to take a photo of that fucking receipt, bro. I'm not gonna like lose fucking like even $2 or like for
$2. This was all over $2. Ridiculous. You know, times are tough when you're getting that combative and upset over $2. But anyways, there's some more going on here, and right after his coverage of this, Legal Mindset and others, they would find some more stuff going on with this dude, including this clip that we're going to see on this phone from a now deleted stream from BabyHaze where he was drunk, and that'll be a very common theme throughout this video. He was drunk and saying some wild stuff, including stating that he was falsely accused of R-wording someone, and eventually he would be confronted after deleting the stream by Ice Poseidon, who's like the handler of all the Kick streamers and Nuisance streamers in East Asia, and he basically asked what's going on with this clip, and he would say, oh, I was just doing a bit, I was just making something up, which will be very important in just a second.
Oh, bro, I mean, the thing is, you don't know what the Korean police. I know, because I've been falsely accused of rape.
Damn, you're fucked, bro.
No, I'm not.
That's good.
No, I was exonerated. I was deemed not guilty.
Let's say that's true, okay? Chat, okay, I make up real, like, I talk about random shit. I say I killed Tupac, you know? I say random ass shit when I'm drunk, you know? I say I'm I say I'm the next Kendrick, whatever, right? You guys never mentioned that, but okay, let's say I was falsely accused. Let's say that's the truth, right?
Well, you said you were.
Well, it's not true, but I made the shit up for content, but let's say it's true, right?
You just made it up?
Yeah, I did. But
You had a whole backstory, dude. You had a whole backstory.
Woo! But let me just explain it though. Okay, let's say I'm falsely accused, chat. All right, and it's falsely accused means a girl, a feminist, using the legal system against me to get money out of me for something I didn't do. That's sociopathic.
So essentially he's saying the whole thing is just a bit. He's just saying outrageous things to get attention. That whole backstory behind it, the fact that he's saying like some feminist did it in Korea to try to squeeze money out of him, it was all just a bit. But then things get weird, right? So someone who's already said these comments would also say some other stuff that raised eyebrows, including another clip at, I believe, another 7-Eleven. Please keep this guy out of 7-Elevens at this point. He would say this.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not a scammer, first of all. You know, I'd rather be a fucking rapist than a scammer.
Okay, so he said he'd rather be an R-worder than a scammer, which is a weird thing to say given all the timing of this stuff. But even more weird, now with the full context, he would come out and just settle this with his chat saying, okay, I'll be clear. I never had R-word charges. It was a SA charge 6 years back and was proven not guilty, and the Korean government paid for legal expenses, and the girl was convicted with a false accusation. And I don't have a sister. Apparently some people were saying it was his sister he did too. That seems to be not true at all. But he is admitting that he had this charge against him for SA 6 years ago. But he said that he had nothing to do with any sort of charges like this. I guess he exaggerated it for the purposes of this clip. I think he's just kind of a drunk, and he just doesn't know what he's saying half of the time, and he just wants attention that badly. But given this context, someone who faced, as he says, these false SA charges, why are you going around and saying that you were falsely accused of R-wording someone? Why are you also going around saying you'd rather be an R-worder than a scammer? Like, that doesn't seem like the kind of person who should be joking about any of this stuff whatsoever. And then we have this clip, which seemingly relates to kind of the character of this guy. You know, he's definitely very, let's just say, a little weird around women, as you already saw with the previous clip. I'm not going to play this because it's just kind of gross. Like, it's 2 minutes of him literally talking about Asian women, pretty much power scaling the submissiveness of Asian women, pretty much making a tier list out of them, and talking about all the things they'll do for you sexually and how money will be exchanged and all these things. He's clearly drunk again, and throughout this, again, bad look for a guy with his sort of history of these allegations. But on top of that, he also says he's leaving for Japan, and that's exactly what he would do. He's currently now in Japan, and this is where he would get into a series of confrontations with other Kick streamers. And for some context here, we have this, his name I believe is Harry Boy. We have some of the most ridiculous names in this video. This guy right here, who's a Kick streamer, he's confronting, as you can see, BabyHaze here. They have the dual POVs here. It's pretty amazing stuff. And he confronts him originally saying, you know, why do you have all these R-word accusations against you and all this stuff like that? And you see a lot from BabyHaze here. He will say a lot of stuff like basically bring it on, or I will hit you, or I will do this. And eventually there's a situation where BabyHaze tries to, I guess, grab or smack a beer can out of the hand of this guy right here, and he responds by dumping it on him. And then there's another exchange after that where BabyHaze spits at his direction, which, yeah, not great.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to be a fucking leech. Because all you do is a fucking leech, bro.
This is basically...
Because I could literally punch your fucking nose and break your nose bones right now.
I want to see someone with this body type try to punch my face.
But you know, the police is right there. You're a fucking pussy.
The police
You're a
are right
content.
there.
You're content.
Dude,
you're nobody. You're nobody. You're a fucking nobody, bro.
Please,
leave me alone, or you might call
please call the police. I would love it, dude.
Oh gosh! Ah! Hey! Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Hey guys, oh man!
Can you get like that? I'll fuck you up.
Harry, right here. Harry.
Fuck out, literally, get the fuck out.
Dude, why would you do that, man? It's crazy.
Get the fuck out. Tell him to leave.
This guy's crazy, man. This guy's crazy.
So at this point, things aren't great, but things would escalate even more, where BabyHaze would confront this hairy guy in a store and then start putting his hands on this hairy person, and then that would clearly lead to the next escalation of things.
Hit me again, okay?
Why are you back?
Don't fucking hit me again, alright? I'll fuck you up.
Did you just fucking hit me?
You don't hit me again. Like you threw a fucking beer at me.
You just fucking hit me.
Yo. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna leave. Let me go. I know, but
I think I should hold on to Harry's phone. I have your phone.
Here's your phone.
So then we get to the climax of the story that you've all been waiting for. So after that happens, they kind of separate for a little bit, and then you can see this BabyHaze guy walking down and getting confronted by a different individual who is now banned from Kick, and you'll see exactly why. But this other streamer is a friend of the hairy guy, and he confronts BabyHaze for basically putting his hands on his friend, and the results are pretty quick and pretty clear.
Anger level.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Why did you assault
Leave me the
my
fuck
friend?
alone.
Why
Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Well, I hope the concrete's okay. Yeah, that's a TKO right there. That is literally a situation where he was knocked out before he even hit the ground. Yeah, that's not great, but you can see the guy who was, of course, streaming this as Karumo. I'm pronouncing it wrong probably, but he goes ahead, smacks this guy into the Shadow Realm, heads off. And then things get weirder because a random old guy picks up the phone of BabyHaze and just starts going for a little joyride. What's Gramps doing, man? And the way that the BabyHaze guy has described it, or some people have been trying to describe it, I think he actually did take the phone. That's what it appears to be. But yeah, he got knocked out. Had to partially censor that, likely in editing, because this is YouTube and they don't like seeing actual punches connect and stuff like that. But there's another part I have to censor, which I think makes a lot more sense. And that's when someone returns back to the scene where he's knocked out and records him while he's on the ground. And at that point, he's got a pants full of urine. He let himself go while he was knocked out. It's a very embarrassing scene. And a lot of people watching the clips of this, they're just obviously saying you reap what you sow. You're this annoying nuisance streamer, constantly confronting people, threatening people, trying to get in their face, daring them to do something, putting your hands on them, and eventually something like this is bound to happen. And we've seen it with other nuisance streamers like Johnny Somali and those of his ilk. But here's another example of that. Now, like I said, the guy who threw the punch, he is banned. But curiously enough, BabyHaze is not banned, which is interesting. Honestly, they should just both be banned. Like, if Kick wanted to actually have like a real solution to these nuisance streamers whenever something like this happens, everyone involved in putting hands on other people should be banned. I don't think that's like a crazy thing to say, but like I said earlier, all the clips are just clowning on him. You see yoink when his phone gets taken, he's getting pressed out in public. You can see, oh hell nah, with the clip of him getting knocked out. But yeah, that's the situation with this Kick streamer. Not a lot of people feeling too sorry for this guy, but anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.